We've got a great treat coming up right now. I'm very excited about this because we've talked many times about the likelihood of this young man getting up here and doing a full set. And tonight, on the 1-year anniversary show, we are finally going to get to see my buddy Stefan, the producer and booker of this show and the lead of OneMoreFan.com, perform his first full comedy set, guys. Make a lot of noise for Stefan Fylak!
Well, I can't blame the setup, so good job, Darren. Thank you. Big hand for Darren, please. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so first of all, I should let you know what? I forgot to thank Jason, actually. Jason Rouse off the top. I forgot to thank him because he actually started our nights here, and I just wanted to mention that quick. Love that guy. You should also know, I should also tell you right away that I'm not a comic. I don't do stand-up comedy. So I just produce the nights here, and the comics that I've had on have asked me to do a set, so I'm apologizing in advance for what's about to come, okay? Go easy on me. But the good news is I've seen a lot of great comics here over the last year, so I've stolen a lot of good material for you for tonight, so this should be good. Yeah, so let's get to it. So I got this cold sore that I got from a tea biscuit, and oh wait, no, shit, those are two different people. Okay, never mind. Well, I was gonna do this, I was gonna do an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about his Bing Bang, but, yeah, thank you. But I couldn't get the lips right. Anyway, you know what, I'll just do my own stuff, how's that? Now, I was aware that this was coming up, so I did do a little prep. I did a set last week, actually. It was for amputees, and I didn't do too bad, but I didn't get any claps. The good news is, though, that nobody walked out, so that was nice. Thanks, man. So 2013 this year. All right. I gotta keep up your time. So 2013 is here. I'm glad that 2012 is gone, actually. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. Yeah, fuck you, 2012. A lot of highs and lows for me that year. Like, for example, stop it. So a lot of highs and lows for me in 2012. Like, first, we started this comedy night in 2012, so that was a high right there. My cousin passed away though last year, so that was a low. I did lose 50 pounds last year, so that was a high. Yeah, thank you. On the other hand though, I did get a divorce last year, so that was a high too. Yeah, that's awesome. I'd be high-fiving everybody. But it's great, it's actually good as a comic. It gives you instant credibility as a comic when you get a divorce, right? It's like becoming Jewish overnight. It's great. Sorry, it's habit. I've got some Austrian blood in me. Actually, Zedlacker and I are both, we're both secret Austrians. Well, his is not secret. But my dad's Austrian, my mother's Scottish. They met at a bus stop, I think, in Scarborough. So this is what happens when you mess with that pool. I guess that makes me, what, like Canadian, I suppose, is what it is. And there's no real benefit to that. I mean, well, all I've gotten out of it so far is that I find I can get a really good price on sausages. And that's it. Yeah, sorry, I didn't think that would fly either. But I'd bring my parents into it. So now that I'm getting divorced, I'm starting to look back on my 20s, right? You know, like the good times, you know, before marriage, before kids, back when life was fun. Yeah, so, like, at least in my own mind back then, I was like the international man of mystery, and now I'm more like the suburban man of missionary. Yeah. No, I'm begging for sex door to door now. Train stations, airports, Excuse me, miss, would you like to be deflowered? Yeah, that's a work in progress too. I was asked about my favorite first date. What would be my favorite first date? So I said, well, you know, I think if we go out to dinner, you know, a nice romantic dinner, sit down, get to know each other, have a little talk, maybe go out somewhere after, like play some pool, something like that, you know, where I can let you in and feel good about yourselves. But that's all bullshit. That's just crap. That's not true at all. My favorite first date is like a pub crawl. It starts about noon and doesn't end until like the following week sometime. So I know I'm going to be single for a while. But I know I'm going to be single, like there's a list, so let's go through it. I'm divorced. You know that already. You may not know I have 4 kids, all boys. So yeah, yeah, single. But that's not even the worst. The best part is I'm currently between jobs at the moment. Yeah, yeah, have a catch. And I know what you're thinking, right? If I were black, I'd be a stereotype. But, well, that's not entirely true because all my kids are with the same mom. So, yeah. She is white though. So, anyway, so I decided now that I have this time off, maybe I'll take a look at my life. I did lose 50 pounds. I was thinking I might try something new for a job, like open a bike shop. I always wanted to do that. You know, bicycles, not Harleys, but. So I went to the government office, I went to register my name, and they wouldn't let me. So I was like, apparently you can call your store like Psychopath, but you can't call it Pedophile? I don't know. I think that's right. Well, they said it probably wouldn't be good for business, and I said, no, wait, I think it'd be great for business. You're sitting there in your store, first guy who walks in with like a nice long jacket on, you know that's a sale. You know? You just walk right up to him, you do your best, right? See? He knows. No, you just do your best to catch a predator, boys, and walk up to him and say, so what do you think you're doing here? And when he looks at you and feels like he's caught you, I bet you're here to buy a bike, right? Yeah, sale, done. I could probably upsell the kid seat on the back, too. Alright, so I'm going to do one last bit before I get out of here. I was teaching my 4-year-old cousin how to tie his shoes the other day, and he's a great little kid, you know. Now I don't know why he needs to learn to tie his shoes. I mean, it's not like he has any legs. But then again, there's something more really cute about watching a 4-year-old with flippers for hands trying to put size 3 shoes on a wheelchair. It's like watching an old person fall down a flight of stairs. I mean, yeah, you'll feel bad for him, but it's still pretty funny. So I look the little bald kid straight in the eye because he's only got the one. And he looks back at me, sort of up and to the left a bit. And he tells me the extra head he's growing is actually cancer. Of course, it took him a while to explain this to me on account of the fact that he has no vocal cords. So every time he tries to tell us something, he has to point out all his letters on a Ouija board. I mean, we gave him sign language lessons for Christmas, but other than like capital I's and lowercase L's, he was pretty much screwed. It's like, yeah, ill, we know you're ill, okay. Anyway, don't get me wrong though, thank you. Don't get me wrong, it's not like he's completely useless. I mean, he's a great listener. And he doesn't eat much, what with the tubes and all. And he swims like a fish too, you should see him. It's great, he can't get out of a pool, but you can tell he's trying, you know, especially after a couple of days. So wherever you are, pal, whatever hospital you're in, I hope you're sleeping soundly in your little plastic tent. Night, pal. Thanks, guys. I'm Stefan Fylak. It's been my time. Let's get down up here.
One more time with some stink on it for Stefan Fylak.